Morning campers, it's currently, what day is it? Tuesday. Yeah. Don't ask me what the month is. It's 13 months, so it's probably the 11th of July-tober. I don't know. But there's nothing I like more in the morning than drinking a cup of coffee and having a I can't speak. How much whiskey is in this? A flick through X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. What's this chat about? Well, I'm going to call this the truth about the truthers. And is the financial system really about to crash, and is there a reset happening? Let's talk about the financial system first. I just got a message yesterday saying that some money was being transferred from America to me, and it arrived this morning. Now, international transfers should take, or used to take, at least 3 days from America, or even from Ireland to Britain. When I lived in Morocco, I had to wait 3 weeks for a transfer once, because of the banking system. And just so if you don't know, what happens, or what's happened traditionally, is that SWIFT, the payment system, is where your money got held, and then they would trade that money and make money off of it, and then eventually put it into your bank. That's a very, very old system. But if you've been paying attention, you'll know that Ripple and XRP have been adopted by multiple banks, and lots of banks, or the ones that have taken on board Basel III, ISO 20022. I know some of this sounds really boring, but it's actually really, really important for all of us to understand. There is definitely a new financial system in the background. If it's the QFS, the quantum financial system, I don't honestly know. And I don't think anybody does, or anybody that's talking online could possibly know, because I'm pretty sure they keep this pretty tightly very tightly under wraps. But the fact that these transfers, I do a lot of international banking because of my business, and over the years. And yeah, in the last couple of years, I've definitely noticed some transfers still take 2 or 3 days, but then suddenly one will come through instantly, or the next day, or within the same day sometimes. And that to me signifies 100% XRP is in place for the international transfers. If you don't know, and this is my rudimentary way of explaining it, and if you're watching this and you're a crypto expert and you've got a better way of explaining it, I'm completely open to that. But basically, it means that money comes out of my account, gets put into XRP, instantly transferred to where it needs, and then transferred into the local currency and popped into that bank account. It cuts out the middleman, which makes it extremely interesting. And I think the fact that we've got Twitter's now X, you've got SpaceX, you've got XRP, XLM, XEM. The X is extremely important. I've done videos on the X before and what it could possibly mean. And there's lots, and thanks for everybody that left comments on that. It's all very, very interesting. We're going to find out at some point, and that's the point of all of this. It's like that's why you've got to enjoy this, because it's like unraveling a puzzle. Even though the world's burning around your ears, you know, you've still got to find a way of enjoying your day, because everything's kind of a test to see if you can hold the line and hold your light and keep vibrating at the right frequency, which is what is required right now. So please try to do that if you can. Personally, I drink coffee. I do lots of other stuff as well. Not all of it good, but most of it good. There's lots of light therapy in my life, red light therapy, far infrared, near infrared. I use it. We're actually just getting a red light bed ordered for our healing clinic, which is going to be the first of its kind in Europe. So that's pretty exciting. But anyway, that's another story. The truth about the truthers. So I got a message from AJ Roberts last night, who's a man I respect hugely. And he said, have you seen this video? And it's another video of another truther slagging off other truthers. I don't even know what the term truther means, but I suppose it's like a collective noun that's been created for people that have spoken out. And we're talking about ordinary people like me who've just spoken out over the last 3.5 years. And there's a lot of slagging off and infighting and backbiting, and this person's an infiltrator, that person's an infiltrator, these guys are an organized group, etc., etc. I can only tell you my experience is like when I started talking online, I went on a number of other people's shows, and because it was like the excitement was so high and the anxiety was so high in 2020 that of course I'd go and speak to lots and lots of people, and you know, tons of things have happened over the last 3 years to me personally. Demonic attacks, physical attacks. They cut the fuel lines on my car in 2021, I think it was, and if it wasn't for a guy pulling up next to me when the fuel was gushing out the back and had 2 children in the car, I could have blown up, but I didn't. I've had covens of witches attacking me. I've been slagged off left, right and centre. I've been called a shill, a narcissist, a white supremacist, a fascist. Fucking hell, the list is endless. And it all sort of bounces off. It's water, as my nan would say, it's water off a duck's back. Because it has to be. It has to be for all of us. Donald Trump has proven and shown the way, you know, the most attacked man in history, whether you believe he's good or bad, whether you believe he's been replaced, he died 30 years ago or last week, it doesn't make any difference. The fact is that the character of Donald Trump has stood up again and again and again, despite countless impeachments, lawsuits, more slagging off than anybody on the planet has ever taken. And I, for one, take that as an inspiration because, you know, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Ancient wisdom. By the same token, I've been told all sorts of other things, like I'm the son of valiant Thor, I'm a demigod, I'm an angel, people have seen me in their dreams, you know, fighting monsters with a big sword and all of this kind of stuff. And you just got to take all of it with a pinch of salt. Because at the moment, I'm just Mark Attwood, and I'm sat here drinking a cup of coffee, watching the world unfold before me, trying my best every single day to be the best version of myself, to tell my children and my loved ones that I love them every day, to try and eat well, to try and get up early, to try and make my house nice, you know, normal stuff that makes human beings happy. And that's the key. Don't get bogged down and I knew that person was this and I knew that person was that, and why did people say that? Just honestly, don't get attached. It's all, I think the purpose of the truthers, whether they're infiltrated, whether they're shills, whether they're, you know, and here's the other thing you've got to understand, especially this idea of the fact that we've all clubbed together, we're all part of a big club and we're all CIA agents or MI6 or whatever. It's just not true. I saw the whole truther movement kind of grow in 2020, 21, 22. And what happened was there were some channels just exploded, and they needed that, you know, and there were people volunteering to help. And it's actually the volunteers that might have been the problem, because then their money got involved. And money got involved because it had to, because it's expensive to do this stuff. You know, I pay 2 people a wage to help me do what I do, and I don't do as much as a lot of other people do. I mean, I've met some truthers who are making millions, and so what? Who gives a fuck? Why do you care about them making money? If you don't like what they're doing, just disengage from them. I had this argument years and years ago because I worked in marketing for years, and people would moan about getting letters, you know, letters through the post or adverts on the TV, and my answer was always, well, if you're getting direct mail sales letters and you don't want them, just put them on the fire. You know, be like the woman who puts her bills on the fire. Her name was Bernadette. Ho ho! Dad jokes, you see, they keep me going. I don't know about you, but they keep me going. And adverts on the TV, just turn it off. Turn off the TV. What the fuck do you want to watch TV for anyway? I mean, look at the state of it. Look at Doctor Who, look at Disney Plus, look at it, it's all shit. So stay away from all of that crap and just focus on yourself. And, you know, if somebody's going, oh, this person's bad, that person, look at what this person said this day. Who cares? Just disengage. You know, if you're getting caught up in the drama, then you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is focusing on you, your happiness, your frequency, and getting us out of this shit show. Because the shit show that we're in is all about us ascending and vibrating at the right frequency. Have a lovely day. See you soon. God bless you.